Art and Culture.
Chapter 7. A Clash to Remember. Before we begin, to see wild animals, we can go to a zoo. But at the zoo, these wild animals are either caged or restricted by a boundary. To see and experience wildlife in its natural habitat, people go to national parks or wildlife sanctuaries in India. Guided tours are conducted there, in which tourists enjoy watching wild animals in open jeeps. It's truly a great and memorable experience.
The narrator is a traveler who has traveled all over India on trains. One of the trains that she boards is the Maharaja Express.
It stops in Rajasthan for a short conducted trip to the Ranthambore National Park, a famous tiger reserve. The train stopped at Ranthambore at dawn. As I got down from the train steps with the other passengers, the cold air hit my face. There was a mist around the carriages, and when we spoke, our breath came out in puffs of smoke. 3 jeeps waited for us at a distance. Our driver Bhanu handed some rough blankets to us as we scrambled into his jeep.
Then we sped off to the Ranthambore National Park.
After traveling for 2 hours, the sun had climbed high enough to make us feel warm. We were admiring 2 beautiful turquoise kingfishers with orange bibs when a yelp echoed in the silence of the forest. Our guide held up a hand and tapped Bhanu on the shoulder to stop the jeep. "This is a warning call from a deer. This means she has sensed a tiger," he said. Bhanu drove the jeep over the bumps in the track carefully and up the hill. Frightened by the sound, 2 sambar deer jumped away from the road. We saw another jeep in front of us, its passengers standing on seats. Everyone was looking at a movement in the grass where a tiger was walking away cautiously, flicking his tail. He was camouflaged by the long grass. Bhanu drove the jeep up and around the bend to the other side so that we could get a better view. Just as we turned around the corner, the tiger appeared on the track and paused, turning to look directly at us. Then, he calmly leaped onto the road and walked around the back of the jeep and into the trees. We sped downhill into a clearing, but then Bhanu applied brakes sharply. Less than 20 meters away was the same tiger. His head was lowered and paws were raised. He had spotted something in the green grass. Following his gaze, we saw that hidden in the thick grass cover was another tiger. The guide told us that this was a tigress named Maharani. She was known as the Queen of the Jungle. She was 15 years old and was the pride of Ranthambore forest. She was still watching the male tiger, her tail curving dangerously. When the 2 big cats were less than a few meters away, they bounded towards each other. On coming closer, they leaped up, paws outstretched, and clashed midair, sinking claws and teeth into each other's necks. In the jeep, all of us held our breath as we watched the fight. A terrifying roar ripped through the jungle as birds flew off the branches and animals seemed to run away in different directions. The 2 animals wrestled on hind legs, snarling and growling, their bodies merging into one gigantic form. This went on for a few minutes, but Maharani was not known as the Queen of the Jungle for nothing. She fiercely slashed her claws across the other tiger's face.
The tiger moved back slowly and limped away to lick his wounds.
She gave one final growl as she watched him go, then turned around and picked her way to a tree. There she sat down and licked her paws. Our guide watched her with a proud smile on his face. "The 15-year-old has won the battle," he declared happily. There was Maharani, sitting contentedly when Bhanu started driving us back to the base. The other tiger was nowhere to be seen.